So how come that some people get depressed and some don't, even they deal with the same amount of stress?
Oh, there is one important issue. To get a depression, you need to be pessimistic. There's quite big correlation between optimism and not getting a depression and pessimism and getting a depression. That means that those who have a higher likelihood to become depressed or even entering a depression, those tend to see things in reality in a more negative interpretation than those who are more immune to depression. So the best thing what you can do, for instance, if you're raising kids, that you really encourage your kids to be optimistic. And how do you do that? By building self-confidence, by giving compliments every time they do something right. For instance, instead of giving critique when they do something wrong, you can influence their behavior to reinforce with compliments good behavior. And if they hear a lot of compliments, they will get a better self-image and become more optimistic and have a lower risk for depression later in their lives. There's a lot of studies that can confirm that. The same, even if you would have been raised a little bit more in a critical way, you can start to train your brain to become more optimistic. What we have seen is that people who for 30 days in their lives are training themselves to think more optimistic, to focus on things that they are grateful for, to focus on the small things that made them satisfied in their lives, that the left prefrontal part of the brain, so the part that's here in the front of the brain, this part is responsible for positive feelings and for optimism. And we see that if people for 30 days in a row are training to be more optimistic, and there's exercises and programs to help you to do that, those people on imaging scans of the brain, they get higher activity. It's like there's a bigger part of the brain that will be developed in 30 days. You need about 30 days for that. So it's possible to influence these things. The same on the left side of the brain, we are more responsible for creating the negative feelings. So quite often those people have trained themselves for years and years to be pessimistic and to have negative interpretations of reality. So it can take a while of retraining your brain. And in this sense, a good idea can be either to attract more optimistic people around you so that indirectly they will influence you. That's the cheapest way to do. Another way might be to follow self-help programs that give you exercises that train your brain to be more and more optimistic. Third way might be to consult a coach or psychotherapist, depending on if you are already in a depression or not. And those can guide you through the process to become more optimistic. And that will make you more immune to get depression.